what stood out to you about this workout compared to some of the other ones you've done so far?
Man, just the people around here. They're invested in each of the players. They know our games very well. They put us in a lot of positions to look good in an atmosphere like this. And, just this city, this place is a big college town. I remember last night I was just walking around. I saw 1,000 kids, or not 1,000, but like hundreds of kids with Caitlin Clark jerseys on. So they just love their basketball here, and this organization is second to none.
We could see the 3-on-3 here when we got in, but what all did you guys do specifically in this one?
Yeah, we did some testing beforehand, before the basketball even got started. Did some medical history and some testing in there. And then we did a lot of skill stuff, finishing, shooting, and then we got into the one-on-one before you guys got here, and 2-on-2. Just playing out of actions before the 3-on-3.
Who were your favorite players growing up, and how do you try to model your game after some of those guys?
My favorite player by far was LeBron James growing up, still is to this day. I can't really say I tried to model my game after him, but he's always been number one on my list. He's the greatest of all time in my book, and the career he's had is second to none in my opinion. But some players that have I've tried to model my game after as I've grown up is one, Aaron Nesmith. We went to high school together. I wouldn't be in this position without him. Just what he's taught me. He's a year older than me, but he's like a real big brother to me. Along those lines, Chris Middleton as well. He also went to our high school, just a little bit older than us. He's been a huge influence in my game, and being able to work out with those two guys have gotten me in this position. And I definitely try to take bits and pieces of their game.
What were, just to keep going on that, what were some of the most important things you learned from Aaron? I told you just from watching him?
Just, growing up, I've known Aaron since I was in 6th grade, and so just his work ethic. When we really got serious about the game of basketball, we pushed each other. He's so competitive. He hates to lose, and that's why he's been so successful. As successful as he has been, and everything that he's gotten, he deserves for sure. But just his work ethic, his commitment to the game, and always just wanting to get better.
Since he's been here, since he's been in the league in general, what more have you picked up, I guess, as you've seen how he's carved out a niche for himself?
Yeah, just being a tough player, a hard-nosed player, not taking possessions off. You saw him in the playoffs. He's guarding the other team's best player. He's not taking plays off on either ends of the floor. Obviously, his shot-making ability is huge. It's been able to, get him a lot of playing time. But the defensive end, a lot of people overlook that. But, guys who know the game and guys who know Aaron, that's why he's been able to be so successful, is both ends of the floor he takes pride in.
I talked to your coach, Sean Pearson, when they were in the Bucks series.
Yeah.
And they were playing against each other. What was that like for you, I guess,
Man,
to see those two go at it?
It was awesome. I was just talking to Aaron about it a minute ago. Chris is a phenomenal player, and I watched every single game, every single play, and Aaron's one of the best defenders in the league, and Chris gave him 40 a couple of times. And so, just seeing, ultimately I was glad the Pacers won. Chris was able to get his ring a couple of years ago, and so I felt like it was Aaron's turn, and so I was definitely rooting for the Pacers to win, but it went my way because I wanted Chris to have a great game, but Aaron ultimately to win the series, and it worked out that way. But both of those guys deserved everything.
What was it like having him watch your workout since you've known him for so long?
It was awesome. It definitely put a chip on my shoulder, just wanting to show how much I've improved and, make him happy because, like I said, we've been working out, we've grown up together, and, just wanting to put a smile on his face and, let him be happy for me and proud of me for once because I've been watching him in the league for so long. So it was awesome, him taking the time out of his day. I know he has a busy schedule, and he's actually headed home later to Charleston, but he moved his flight back, and that means a whole lot to me. That's family right there.
To have not just Aaron, but also Tyrese and Jarris, who went through this process a year ago, what does that, I guess, kind of say about the organization, and how do you perceive that, seeing these guys who just finished an Eastern Conference run, watching you?
It's huge. I mean, Tyrese is obviously one of the leaders on this team, and they wouldn't have had the year that they did without him. Him being able to watch our workouts and give his input means a whole lot because somebody I would want to play with, and just for him to show his level of interest. He was in here before all of us were. He was getting rehab, and so that just goes back to the work ethic and the things that I don't know him personally, but I can see that if he's willing to put in the work a couple of, I don't know when the season ended for them, but a couple of days after the season ended, it just shows a whole lot. I know this organization is definitely headed in the right direction.
Everybody in this workout played at least 4 years in college ball.
Old guys.
Was that noticeable? And I guess the reason why I'm asking is, did they seem to expect a higher level of aptitude from you guys because you've been 4 years?
For sure.
Did you notice a difference in workouts on that basis?
They've all been different, a wide variety of players, guards, forwards, centers. But I feel like this workout was mostly like-sized guys, older guys, and they definitely expected a lot out of us. not really playing wise, but just vocally and being
Okay.
able to have a presence on the floor, on both ends of the floor. And so they just challenged us to be vocal and show our experience, and I think we all did a great job of that today.